Good evening and welcome to this week's edition of Money and Markets. I'm Shimim K. Matovu.
And I'm Charles Boji.
Now in Uganda, we're experiencing an Ebola outbreak, which amidst the worry of loss of lives, we're also experiencing a potential scare of a lockdown.
Now to stretch it a little, there are those that are looking at it from the economic sense and they're saying, can Uganda's economy sustain another lockdown? And among these are the people of Kasita, that's Kampala City Traders Association. But we'll be discussing that and more in our subsequent shows. Once again, it's Money and Markets.
Welcome to the show.
Now, there's a common belief that Ugandans are poor savers. However, this is changing, and the circles or saving schemes are actually helping do the magic.
And of course, many of them have closed down because they've ignored the basic principles. Now, tonight we explore why it's important to have the right people in the right seats to endure their performance.
AMDA is an association of people hailing from Barara Archdiocese, and those people just live within Kampala and its surrounding areas. And the surrounding areas, we mean mostly Mukono, NTV, and maybe Wakiso. So one of the pillars of AMDA is economic empowerment. It has 7 pillars, but one of them is economic empowerment, and that's where we started. The members, our predecessors, initiated the idea of starting an AMDA Circle. Right now, the AMDA Circle has been in existence for 11 years. It started in 2012, and I think this year we're supposed to jubilate 10 years in existence. And we have different products, including savings, credit, children plus accounts, all those ones. Right now, the current membership stands around 600 members, and our performance as of last year, but we are soon publishing the new accounts, we stand at around 4 billion. It is common knowledge that savings in Uganda is very low. Our saving culture is poor. However, one thing I've seen, my experience with this circle is that when same-minded people come together, there is that attachment that people have with their association. When a call is made by maybe a leader, to me, the way I've assessed Ugandans, it is who has made the call. So when this which I can say Catholic association comes together, and maybe our patron or our chaplain or the archbishop says we have a circle, please save so that we can get out of poverty. There's a way people pick the zeal and they keep coming. That's one. Number 2, the credit that we give, we also attach it also to the savings and at the same time to the shares. So it is a catchphrase. You save so that you can access the credit side. So it may be a forced saving given the culture, but when you want the other side, then you are encouraged to save. The message to the people outside there who are managing circles or who are in circles and are facing difficulties, most of the difficulties in circles is people not paying back. Now, those are bad debtors, and there are so many ways of handling bad debtors. But I want you to tell you the fact that, and I repeat it, that I can say the reason why the circle was forms the basis of how people are going to pay back. Right now, the economic situation outside is not good. But if you see people coming and paying, that means they love their thing. But one, you have to separate management from, I can call it friendship. Because you see, circles are formed with people who know each other. Yes, but once you are made a chair or a committee member and you're on the board, please separate management from friendship. Do what corporate governance demands of you. And two, stick to the principles, the guidelines, or the policies which are stated in the bylaws. If it is charge this, please follow the rules. And one of the things we do for us is we do name and shame. Because this is an association of people. Once you fail to pay our money, it doesn't take us anything to shame you to the people whom you are defaulting. Okay? And there's nothing bigger than the name that you have created. So, the circles out there, please strengthen the management. It is the management that will make the circle move. How you are going to move those people matters a lot. Right now, our strategic plan is ending this year, and in March we are launching a new strategic plan. And in the new strategic plan, we are taking now this circle from the community which is around Kampala now to our villages. Then number two, in our strategic plan, we have now enrolled a new information system, and we have also joined the M-Circle app, whereby we can be accessed, I can say globally. Anyone who clicks on the app can access M-Circle, join, we do all the vetting online, and then we enroll that member. So we are looking at exploiting the technology that is available so that we get away from the paperwork, and we also run digital given the circumstances that are available.
From the experience of a COVID-19 lockdown, a lot of businesses shut down and people lost their livelihoods.
And today we step out to pick the minds of several Ugandans, especially those in business, to find out how can we control the outbreak of Ebola now without going into another lockdown. With a rise in inflation, a weaker shilling, and a new Ebola outbreak, there are questions from pundits on whether Uganda will attain a 4.9% economic growth for the financial years earlier projected by the Minister of Finance. In 2019, Uganda's economy grew by 7.7% that calendar year. This went to negative 1.4% in 2020. It, however, posted a huge positive jump to 5.1% last year, giving economists hope of a fairly good run in 2022 under the circumstances, with some, like officials at the National Treasury, holding good optimism that by 2023 we shall grow at 6.5%. To attain these milestones, economists counted on macroeconomic stability, characterized by low inflation, sustained growth, and affordable cost of living, among others. But all these variables have come under huge pressure, occasioned by both local and global factors. Today, Uganda is, for instance, grappling with double-digit inflation driven by spillovers from the global economic decline and harsh realities back home, including high food prices and relatively high fuel prices. The situation has not been helped by the ground lost by the shilling against the dollar. Besides making imports into the country expensive, worsening the inflationary pressure, it has made debt servicing, especially the dollar-denominated one, quite expensive for Uganda. Uganda's current public debt stands at 79 trillion shillings, and today, debt servicing is one of the biggest budget expenditure items. According to the 2021-2022 Bank of Uganda annual report, the shilling woes have been worsened by the tightening of the global financial conditions, which triggered investors' exit from the domestic market, thus stoking depression pressures on the local unit. So as Uganda's economic technocrats struggle to stem the tough economic realities the economy is contending with currently, the question that begs an answer is how the country will attain a 4.9% growth rate this year, and ultimately the 6.5% growth the year next.